Let's work the half guard topic. Let's quickly revise what we did yesterday. In fact, throughout the week, we progress. आज बहुत जल्दी हो रही है ना, देखो आज 3 बार उठ चुका है. Half guard. Important thing to remember here is half guard is his knee trap. If his knee is outside, this is not half guard. So if I say half guard underhook, first priority should be to push the knee in between. However, that is for you to figure it out. Okay. We're gonna quickly partner up. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna adjust the height of the underhook. This is how we started. Height of the underhook starts from the armpit. So my armpit, his armpit and my bicep, they are connected. This is where we start. This is the starting point, and it can go till hamstring. Hamstring. It can be your forearm, it can be your bicep, depending on क्या space. Okay. So we're just gonna partner up quickly. We've been doing this throughout the week. We're gonna partner up. You're gonna take the underhook. He is not resisting. Person on the top. You have one arm on one side, the other arm on other side. You're not doing 2-on-1. 2-on-1 is दोनों हाथ एक side. Can you get 2-on-1 please? Both the arms on this side. Do not do this. Both the arm on that side. Do not do this. That will kill all the purpose of our half guard. So one arm here, one arm here. My underhook height or the positioning, it is still an underhook. The underhook positioning will depend on his movement. I am not much concerned about the half guard for now. I'm not much concerned about the right arm for now. We'll decide all of this afterwards. Guys, keep on moving please. We're just moving around, whichever space you can claim. So, a quick note that we didn't cover for the last 2 days. This is where I want to be. I start from here. I want to end up here. Half guard, whatever we'll see afterwards. I want to end up into the hamstring. So we are starting from here. I want to end up into the hamstring. If you can go direct, great. If you have to fight for it, keep claiming the space. So we reach here. If somehow he's defending because we're not progressing, I'm not getting up, I'm not looking for sweep, no submission, nothing. If somehow he starts defending, maybe power through, adjust accordingly. But for what? So that I can go back to the hamstring again. If you can reach the hamstring, you're winning. The bottom person, you're doing good.
What I believe that motion should be adjusting or should we wait for them to settle and then?
For now, person on the top is moving by themselves. Afterwards, we will be pushing them around because we've been working on this hamstring. You guys already are aware what are the benefits of reaching the hamstring. They can't fight back immediately into you, so we will force them to move forward. But as we progress, for now, quickly warm up with this. Let's go. To be clear, underhook. So half guard, you know, that whenever you are catching one of their foot in between yours, along with their knee. These are the conditions. That is half guard. It can be an open half guard. It can be a closed half guard. Close is what? Whenever you cross your ankle, figure 4 or जो भी आप इसको बोलते हैं. Open. You can have any foot over the top, right, left. Maybe I don't want to have anything covering much, but I want to pinch my knees. All working. These are all half guards, variations of half guard. Now, the other thing that we are working with is underhook. Okay, under, over. It is in reference to his arm. If I'm going under the arm, that's underhook. If I'm going over the arm, that's overhook. Pretty much clear. As the word itself says, under, and hook is any kind of a control, latch, no latch. The way you can stay sticky to this position. Underhook. Okay. We start sideways. We don't want to start flat. It might be a battle for you to turn sideways, but that's the aftermath. For now, it's a script that we are following, and the script says be sideways, as if you're sleeping sideways. You can be having your knees pinched, you can be having your cross, step, anything. Everything's acceptable. But make sure their knee is captured. their knee shouldn't be free for this initial stage. This is where we are. We are working with the underhook placement. My ultimate goal for today is to reach the hamstring. Okay. Now, him having head on top of my head, it's tough for me to reach. The more I try to reach from here, easier his head control would be. The cross face, and he's gonna mess it up for me. It will become a strength battle, especially if somebody is heavier than you. So their weight plus gravity, it's unfair. Either I force him, I kick him around, but that is not what we are doing right now. I want Garv to move by himself. And I'll just have to place. This is when I'm very tired. This might be my 10th round. I don't have energy left to push him around. We will be pushing him, but not for now. Garv is moving around. I just have to focus. Keep moving, please. I just have to focus on the placement. And lean back. Knee is pinching. You could see there is nothing on top exactly, but the knee is pinching. I have to pinch my knees. That is like a squeeze onto his foot. He's stuck. He's not free to step over from mount, quarter mount, or anything. Now, if Garv decides to sit back, let's not do this. This is something that we want to fix. We are not getting up on our forearm or even on our palm. Let's not do this. Again, weight difference. For example, if I'm doing it with Shiva or Mani, the next step will be to mess up my shoulder, which we'll discuss of course. If he just drops his weight aggressively, that's one injury, shoulder dislocation. Any movement that is irrespective of the result, if the joints are at risk in terms of safety, क्या हो गया? अभी मिल लेंगे भाई, आएगा नहीं क्या मैच पे? ADHD पक्के. Diagnosed है. मैं certified बता रहा हूँ. वैसा खर्चा. If he's sitting back, sit back. Please do not chase them. This is a bad habit. And then person who knows he might be baiting you, they might take the underhook on this side. This is when safety is also taken care, where he's keeping me safe. Thup, and he makes me go flat. Underhook is such a waste. At all points, I'm keeping this as a helmet to protect my face, which means my elbow has to stay closer. My armpits has to be, that armpit space has to belong to me. Doing all of this is an opening underhook. Now this is the technical loss. And health loss is then dropping the weight on me, shoulder pops out, jiu-jitsu is done. So many disadvantages. Please do not get up on your forearm, do not get up on your palm. Irrespective of how good it's looking that I can gain a ground on them, do not. Okay. So if somebody is sitting back, keep going for the hamstring. Take the armpit space. There is none. And I can anytime finish. I am safe. The getup is already there. He cannot fight back. Things are done for him. Okay, we'll go. But the idea here is do not chase them. We're going to partner up one more time. Let's fix this scenario because I know as we progress into the half guard, this thing will happen. And this becomes a tendency to chase. Let's avoid this 100%. Irrespective of how tired your partner is and you can easily finish. Let's not even get into this a dog fight. This is a dog fight. If you Google this, this is what people call as dog fight. Do not get into this. You can already see that my shoulders are messed up. And then I'm coming from a rest position to action. Somebody was already in action. So their probability of falling over me will be way more higher. He's already in motion. Body in motion is to stay in motion. Body at rest, physics. If he goes back, but let's not. So everything the same. Underhook up से ऊपर से नीचे your placement plus avoid getting up on your palm or your leg. But in the way we are committing our arms is one arm on either side, which means my right and left will have a good base. You can't throw me right and left. You can see the way I'm sitting. I'm sitting थोड़ा सा और stretched out. So you can see my right has a base, my left has a base. So if you try to push into me, things will not work great. If you are in the habit of taking a deep half, for those who do, you can't just pull me in because I have a base. This is why we struggle with the deep half entries. But the back and forth has nothing. So for me to sweep somebody backwards, just get up and fall on them, again risky for their knees and their back. And for the bottom person to kill the base forward, if there is a push coming from the back, that does that. Okay. Just to clear this down, half guard, underhook. Height accordingly. I want to be here. Now you see how we're starting, but the final point is this in terms of the underhook. If he's sitting back and I'm chasing, I did a little hit and I'm constantly keeping him forward.
But again, just that again, I just want to see how you did that without getting on your elbow.
Beginner work. It's just an idea to tell you that there are ways. We are progressing into that part. Are we clear with this much? Let's work on the next part. So this was the height of the underhook. Where to place your underhook from armpits to hamstring. Hamstring be the best part. You might start from hamstring already, finish. If you're not starting from hamstring, find a way to reach there. For now, the best way to reach there as per the script is my partner moving by themselves. Afterwards, we're going to force. Let's work on the next thing, the fingers placement. With the same underhook. We're still not working with the knees, I'm still not working with the other arm. I'm only concerned about the underhook part, this arm. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. I'm sideways, half guard, underhook itself signifies that bottom person has to be sideways. As you can sleep sideways, whichever way. But you have to be sideways. Person on the top. This is where you have to accidentally drop your entire weight on my top shoulder. Drop, throw. Aggressively. Aggressive. Fall. Fall on my shoulder. Up piche mat jao. So Garv is being careful, he's going back so he can throw. I just want you to fall on my shoulder. That's, if you can make me go flat, you're leading well. At least I can't fight. Now this is what we're going to do. I have the underhook. We're not talking about the placement. Higher underhook or lower underhook. That is out of the question for now. We're going to work with thumb pointing towards my face or my eyes. Thumb pointing up towards the light. Thumb pointing down towards the toes. I'm keeping it thumb oriented for now. Afterwards you'll not need it. You'll know what to do. But we want to work with this. Thumb, thumb, thumb. Person at the bottom, try to stay sideways by fighting back lesser and lesser. If you're fighting back a lot, we are struggling, and then as soon as the sparring would start, most likely you will lose. So effort minimum, result maximum. Person on the top, your intent is to fall on my shoulder or somehow make my top shoulder touch the mat. If you can do that, you're leading good. Nothing else, no other fight. My neck is exposed, I can go for a choke, I can go for a mount, nothing. Clear work. Thumb pointed towards my face. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this 1, 2, 3, 4 is also a good idea on how much I have to fight back to it. Like how much efforts I need to fight back. One more time, thumb into me. Let's go fight. 1, 2, 3. Anyhow, the bottom person will be losing. So don't think that how do I fight back. You're gonna lose. You're just borrowing extra time. This is thumb towards me. Thumb up towards the ceiling. Ready? Good. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing was different. The result was the same. Only breathing was different, so that means I was putting in lesser efforts, but the result was the same. Thumb down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe जब तक नहीं होता मैं तो नहीं होता. And I wasn't moving at all by myself. I had my feet off the mat, I had my arms off the mat, so technically I wasn't even fighting. The more he decided to flatten me out, easier the drag was. And he was dragging me by himself. I had zero contribution in that drag. So we're going to partner up again. Underhook height we are not concerned about. You can be on the armpits. You're going to play with thumb towards you and keep saying 1, 2, 3. You want to take the efforts into account as well. It's not just the outcome only. Maybe this might be your 10th round, 10-minute round. So you're tired. You have to put in lesser efforts now, but still get the better results. Thumb towards you, thumb up. So from thumb up towards you, that 90 degree or maybe more than 90 is already automatically covered. Because anywhere from this to this, any other angle is a similar result. Thumb down is where we are ending up. Thumb towards your toes. Again, what my feet are doing, it is still a mystery. What my right arm is doing, still a mystery. We will discuss. But for now, the main work is thumb positioning. We are still on the underhook. Our main focus is the underhook. If I can fix this, I'll have easy time with the other things. If I worry about other things too much, I'll mess up the main part. Are we clear? Let's go. पीछे, बैक से पीछे, लेट वाले पीछे, बैक से. चलो चलो पीछे. लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस देखो. टाइम पे आई नहीं है. बोल. Okay, we're gonna work the same thing. From here to here with thumb down. You can experiment. Thumb towards the face, thumb sideways, thumb down. Whenever you have the thumb down, let's go there. You're gonna flatten it. Sorry, magic. Once you get done with this, we start with the normal underhook. So it's pretty much clear, hamstring. So armpits versus hamstring, hamstring wins. As a preference. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in the armpits or hamstring? I personally want to be in the hamstring because the sweep is already done. I don't have to take your even 1% of weight on me. And out of all the positioning, thumb, thumb down wins. So if I have to combine everything, hamstring and thumb down wins. Okay, so I'm starting here. Good, let's go. And the breathing, good, can you say 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 1, 2, people, 3, 4, 5, 6, efforts, 7. Efforts in the ratio of results says everything. Okay, so whether Garv makes a move first or Garv last time, you punch them ahead while keeping the thumb down and along with this वापस. And kick उतनी अच्छी होगी जितना आप sideways हो. If you are flat with the shoulder, you're kicking them up. आप तो आप अपने ऊपर कर रहे हो. I want to kick them ahead which would only happen if you're sideways, which will not happen if you're. This is where the kicking fails. Okay, so we will start over here. You know what's the end goal? It's the hamstring with thumb down. How do you reach here? Whether he moves by himself or you shove the arm up and kick, or maybe kick first and then the arm. The sequence can change. Let's go. Which would be our escape. Are we clear what we're looking for? We're looking for the hamstring with thumbs down. How do you fight it? Whether he gives it by himself or you have to punch, use your arm and kick at the butt. Kicking will only happen if you are sideways. If you are even a bit flat, that's a bad kick. Make sure you're sideways. How do you be sideways? By kicking the thumb down. They're all connected. Whichever way you want to start first, the sequence is up to you. Okay. Let's go. The way we're gonna get up is I wanna exit towards this foot. जो इनका ये वाला पैर है, towards this foot. So my exit preferably should be aiming this foot. Okay. My exit shouldn't be पैर छोड़ दो. हटाओ My exit shouldn't be towards the glass. It shouldn't be this for now, at least in this position. From side control it can be, but not from half guard. I don't want to end up, knees नीचे रखो mat पे. I don't want to end up into this position. Although we know how to fight back, although this is a good position, at least from the bottom, and I'm very close to finishing things from there, but not from half guard. From side control accepted. The reason why from side control it is expected, accepted is that I can't control his foot. Side control is what? His feet, they are free. So he can always run around my head. So this is okay because you have no latch, right? But half guard, quarter guard, anything, you have the latch. How is your partner running around? They can move forward with this foot, keep moving forward around with this foot, but one foot is stuck. So they're not free. So this acts as a pillar or some kind of a directional post which is giving me the idea of where should I exit. Over here I have no idea about the direction where to exit, for example, because I can't see what's happening here. I can't see. There's entire bodies here, I can't see. So these touch will only tell me where to exit. And I can't even borrow time. But half guard, you have all the time in the world. You don't have to give up on everything and then run away from them. I want to run towards this foot, towards his left foot, preferably. And somehow if you miss and you end up into that normal position, you're still done with the half guard, still progressing. So even that lost case is a good victory. Receiving this one. When I'm here, where do we want to be? Armpits or hamstring? Pretty much clear. Thumb up or thumb down? Thumb down, pretty much clear. Huh. This is what I want to do. When I kick him, I want to keep the kick loaded. By loaded, I mean I am not retracting the foot back so I can kick again. This is bad. Multiple kicks are bad. Because by the time I kick, he goes forward, but when I retract for another kick, he also sits back. And then he's claiming more space. He has that backwards momentum. Somebody will put you at that back foot. So when you do this, you better be posting your knee down. We did this from back mount escape. Knee touch karo and the ankle goes up. This is good. From here, you could be in the hamstring, you could be in the bend. Punch. All you want to do is pull the arm out. You are no longer in difficult scenario. He cannot run. And for him to fight into me, he has to first turn into me. Best you can fight is towards Vipul. There is no fight there. And the way your partner will respond from here, and how they are taking their posture, how they are fixing things, is the answer whether it will be a sweep, reversal, back mount or back control. That depends on their fight. Okay. We start from half guard, we are sideways. Where do we want to be? Hamstring, the thumb down. You kick, keep the kick loaded and post the knee into them rather than you bring it back and free your foot. Post your foot or your knee forward. You're already heavy on their foot. You're falling over their foot, so they're not free anymore. Pull your right foot out, the underfoot out, pull your arm out, you're on. And they cannot look into you because lower body is forward, upper wants to twist. You have to first break the spine. Be that twisted.
So how are they falling once you take, then they are forward only. Then how are they falling in the ground? Can I do it once more?
Please. I've been working this for last 10 12 years, so far it's been working. These guys are the same way. Nothing changes. Rest, it's on the artist, not the art. Art की कोई गलती नहीं है, artist जैसे बंदे अभी बताना तो रुकना नहीं है.
Yes, for sprawling on the
Who's this 16-year-old? I'm sprawling. You fall.
pull out their knee.
नी पे तो मैं गिर चुका हूँ ना, दूसरा ही तो फ्री है.
उससे पहले
अगर निकाला भी, मैं तो बैक पे ही हूँ. That is the next step. How do you fight back?
so we don't have to get up.
We wait for their reaction. अगर नी निकाला, I'll get the back control because he's in a turtle with that open hook. अगर वो flat रह गए, I'll get the back mount. And if they decide to turn to fight into you, you get the sweep.
So no need for hooking it from the taking like
There is no point. You hook. We discussed that little thing, I think, earlier also. A very simple example. I'm using this arm, not using this arm. I'm controlling his arm. He cannot use his arm. At least in my odds, he can't use his arm because I have it control. How do I use my arm? दोनों के ही गए ना, both the arms are gone. He is controlling my arm. I can't use it. He himself can't use his own arm. It is busy now. It's occupied. You can't. The moment that you use it for some reason, use करो. Head control लो. Head control लो. छोड़ना पड़ेगा. तो हाथ तो रहा है. When you take a grip, irrespective of who takes a grip, both can't use that thing now. See it this way, rather than he got the arm control on me, sir. How do I fight back? Why do you have to? Give them the next thing. Or take head control, because the moment they go for head control, things are free. For example, head control. You got your momentum forward. You got your underhook, and they had to give up because they saw something better. But why do you want to fight on breaking this? Same thing with the hook. जब आपने hook ले लिया, he can't use his foot, you can't use your foot either. How do you get up? It's better to let them run forward. Because they running forward, them running forward, no weight on you, flip on them. Make sense? Let's go. Ending up. With the full cord. They're both the same thing, nothing changes. It's exactly the same. Only thing is, when I start from the half guard, idea is what? Hamstring with thumbs down. We're very clear with this. So hamstring with the thumb down. Before I get up, I'm letting him slip his knee out by myself. So I'm doing this. Now if I go very bottom, which means I'll not have the hook. Because as a preference, I'm looking for back mount before back control. This is your personal hook. I'm letting his knee out. No hook for me to deal with. I'm okay with back. And I'll get another +4 for the back control when I secure. Right? If you don't let the foot go out and you're already there, and you want to get up, the knee is a hook. You will not get back mount now. You are looking for back control. Whether you want to fall backwards, with the arm, over the arm, crucifix, or just jump over. That is back control.
Are they both points?
They're both points. +4.
Back mount is also points.
+4.
So you don't need to get the table.
Only thing is, if you get directly back control, that's +4 only. If I get back mount as the first thing, that's +4. And if I get the hooks in, that's again +4. So the advantage is from back mount to back control. Another advantage of back mount is a lot of us around the world, a lot of jiu-jitsu guys don't know how to escape back mount. But majority knows how to escape back control. So lack of awareness is also an opportunity. Because not everyone knows how to have a posture from back mount. Very less people. You can scramble, I can go into turtle, It's not the defense. So up to you, whichever one you feel good. When doing that escape, if you let their knee pass through, as if they want to run forward, okay, run forward. That makes it easy for me. Back mount, then maybe back control or mount or whatever. Versus if you have your foot underneath and then you get it, it will be a back control most likely. That's how you choose. Going into the resistance topic. When we start from here, I am sideways, I have an underhook. Height of the underhook, the position of the underhook, you know what's the priority, but we can start from anywhere. We are now slowly getting into this, what about this arm, what about this arm, what about this foot, what about this foot, everything. Let's work on that. We're going to work the easy way. He gets a head control, I'm too late. Head control. And he wants to go, head control. Right? And then he wants to pull this elbow on my forearm. All of this. Could be overhook. Let's not take the overhook. Let's just, you're shutting this. People do this. It's very irrelevant. Some people even take judo control. Sideways over pointed towards the camera. Yes. And then forearm laga. Yes. As if they're gonna stop. This does not matter. This is not even a fight. This is not how you fight half guard as a top person. This is just helping. Irrespective of what the weight is, you can punch and kick them. Whichever configuration, they can go for the overhead. I'll have many things. This is not the proper way of fighting back, irrespective of what the weight and the gravity effect is. Are we clear with this? We're going to partner up. For the first thing, some people, just to cut the topic here, some people even take a collar grip. Now pull me in and then be heavy on this, thinking that this would stop. This does not stop. Problem is, they take a collar grip and we want to remove the collar grip. Why? They get the collar grip, that means they can't use the arm either. If somebody, okay, look at this way. If somebody does not have the arm, they don't have a base there. So Gard's main priority would be what? To let this grip go and post. Make them free the grip by themselves rather than to fight for that. Don't waste your time on that. Same as with the head control. Although I won't let him take the head control as we progress. We'll see. But if he gets the head control, which means he does not have what? Does not have a base here. No more head control. I will clear what we do. Even if they get the head control, does not change anything for you. Please don't worry about this head control and then you change the plan. Do not change the plan. Don't get into deep half. for those who are aware. Stick to this underhook. Finish with the back take. You don't want to switch many things at the same time. That's tough. Let's do this much. How you exit, whether with the back mount or with the hook in, you already know the reason why. After this, we're gonna work on the other parts. We'll make it more simple.
Sorry, I don't know the difference between back down and back
Afterwards.
Once he is head control, basically it's because his hands, he can't utilize his hands.
Exactly. He doesn't have a base, so you can punch or kick. Kick can start first, punch can start first, but both have to be working. You can start with a mini punch just so you can have your kick aligned, kick, and then continue punching with your thumb down. So they're already forward. You can slip downwards.
And when you don't have the angle for the like kick,
You'll not have the angle because your knee is pointing up, which means your shoulder was flat. The condition that we're starting with the underhook is that we're already sideways. Because the kick has to happen this, so that they go forward. I don't want to kick them up. Which is exactly how they're keeping the half guard. Half guard is what? Knees pinching, not ankles. If you're focused on the ankle, knees are out, you'll always be kicking up. This is not the answer. You want to focus on capturing the foot. So if they have the head control, you can start with the kick. Maybe you are little sideways, not forward. You have the head control. Punch. Back to your low. Sideways kick so that they go ahead. And they can be heavy on your forearm, on your underhook, so one of their arm. They could be taking your elbow grip, pulling it down, everything that they do. What if I intercept him from taking a head control? This way. What if his arm is here, posted, अच्छे से, and he's having a stable base? So we're calling interception because him being stable, that's bad for me. I need some motion going. I need some momentum, right, left, forward, back. Anywhere that he decides to go, he gets into that loop. He's trapped. But if somebody is stable in a way that they're resisting this entire sequence, they know what's going to happen, so they're just becoming a mountain. Solid. Knee in. My elbow. I'm telling him I'm going to become a guard. He's forced to move now. And this works very nice. That arm thing works very nice whenever he's passing the guard. Hup, 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 hup. So just like in boxing, your guard changes as per the distance. Sometimes you have to be in a shell. Sometimes you can be in a long range, जैसे corner हो गया, corner McGregor है everyone. So that changes as per the range. So if somebody is going for the head control, this is what we call as interception. You don't have to stay at the bottom unnecessarily. You don't have to prove a point. You at their back itself proves a point. You don't have to show them that I know the detail, what this is, what this is. Nobody cares. I'm clear with this one. Okay, so we're gonna have this interception going just to have the momentum. If somebody is solid, let's say this is also static, I couldn't intercept. The best way to intercept is when they're already in motion. When they were going for head control, when they're going for the head control, and he's already too much forward. That's enough for me to make things work. But if somebody is static, for example, Manmeet, I'll go in. I'll go in with the shoulder, I push the knee, he's static somewhere else. That is the easy answer, no weight on this side.
So जो bottom hand है वो knee को check करेगा या फिर उसको करेगा या change होता है?
It's a guard. It changes as per the range. whatever be the first thread that is reaching your face, treat that knee or that arm as a punch to the face. If somebody is keeping their arm away from your face and they're moving with the knee, that's a knee to the face. Your forearm should be dealing with this. If somebody is static, the bottom arm is dynamic. It's the guard which changes as per the range. Whichever thing comes to the face first, वो deal करे. It could be the forearm check, it could be the bicep check, it could be a pushing frame, it could be pushing this knee, could be the elbow, could be the forearm, could be the palm. I'm clear with this much.
So if you still have pressure on your chest,
You can just bring the knees No, you just bring the bottom knee inside.
Yeah.
Now they're forced to move because they don't want to end up into close guard. Imagine, so you might be okay in ending up into Shiva's close guard, but you're not okay in ending up into Rama's close guard. Right? So treat that close guard as the best thing, not subjective to I'm okay, I can deal with your or your close guard. It shouldn't happen this way. Close guard should be respected.
other butterfly is not.
You can, but I have to switch guard. Wherein I can be patient and I can make the same exit work. I can keep on switching, but there is no end to it. What if you're in the butterfly and then you say, he's resisting, can I switch? You can always switch. The amount of efforts also matter. How much are you putting in? 10th round. You are rolling with your weight class. You're not borrowing time. Can I shada? The way you do. And I do that. Yeah, हर शादी थोड़ी देर एक राउंड हो जाए छोटा सा. As if he has this one. Right? 10th round. Not even with higher skill, with like equal skill. That's the toughest to deal with. Higher, somebody who has higher skill than you, it's still easy to deal with. Be defensive, you get beaten up, it's okay. But it's when we are equally skilled. Now that's a challenge. You have to work a lot. You can't just get beaten up because you're getting opportunities too, but you're not timing it well. So you have to pay the prices. That's the toughest. So always assume 10th round, tired. How much effort can you put in? If you're putting in efforts and not getting results, something needs a change. So changing the guard for no reason is again. You're gonna partner up again. Be aware about this now. Defensive, pushing, over, pushing the knee, everything that you can. Or if everything fails, for example, I'm borrowing time. Let's say he wins that battle, I couldn't intercept. Head control. Now does it matter? Because head controls means what?
No base.
No base. That's it. Let him win the fight. In case you're not able to intercept, he's thinking that he won the battle, but technically you got him where you want. Whether he gets, it's again the amount of efforts. एक step बाद भी वही same result आ रहा है जो एक step पहले आ रहा है. Clear? Yes. बैठ गया है. अब ना वो हिलेगा ना आपको हिलने देगा. But understand, I am strong because of the current positioning of my limbs or joints or जो भी contact है on the mat. And I'm strong here. Imagine a triangle, a tripod, say camera tripods. What would that tripod? 1 base, 2 base, 3 or 3, either forward or backward. I'm strong here at best. यहाँ पे भी मैं at best strong नहीं हूँ, यहाँ पे भी नहीं. Now if you ask me कि मैं यहाँ पे, if I'm strongest here, I am not. You are here, I am strong here. You use your elbow. Now I'm strong here. No longer the same impact. You can continue your process. Does it make sense? Jiu-jitsu is this simple. That's why you say like it's about inches in jiu-jitsu rather than you move them around. So if somebody is starting and not moving, or not even response, whichever, it's a different. They have to adjust now. Person on the top have to adjust now, and if they adjust, that is already the motion or the momentum you need. We needed them to be in motion. They are, because they have to either fix this. This fixing is a lot of movement which can make things work. Let's do one sweep, which is the overhook. Person takes an overhook. If I have under the arm reference, the top person has over the arm reference. Let's do a sweep, which we did for the last 2 days. And then we're going to take one question that people have. What if somebody fights back by dropping the weight on them? We'll address it. I have the underhook. Underhook and overhook is in reference. Reference to his arm, I have an underhook. If I have an underhook, other one cannot have the underhook on me without replacing me. So they settle for over my arm. Now some people, they actually take the overhook like an uppercut, punch. Some people even take a grip to solidify. No-gi option. No-gi option is they might cut the head. If they can be like a darts option or something, nothing changes. Or they can be here any kind open. Any kind of a way wherein he can be strong here. Ki on no-gi does on. This is what I'm going to do. लेके रखना क्या हो गया? कमजोर है. Thumb down remains the same. I'm going to pull the arm back towards me. As if I'm doing that aspirated. I'm going to throw my chest forward. Arm nikalo. That is a lot of time for me to sweep. Because again, he is thinking it's a grip. I am seeing it, no base. There is no base there. There is a base here, there is a base here, there is a base here, but there is no base there. Chest forward. Now, how do I throw him that side? Because if he doesn't have a base, how do I throw him? You can't just power through. You can't just Hulk Hogan ki tarah. You can't just put them around. So I'm going to scoop. Best part is the way we are taking the half guard is we are not clamping onto our ankle. Because if you clamp onto the ankle, the knees are wide open. That's a weak half guard. We're keeping the knees pinched. Keeping the knees pinched keeps their foot stuck. And I can also use my feet the way I want. Now, who's loaded on that side? Previously, I was, so if there is a finishing line on my back, the finishing the race line, the ribbon is there, I was crossing that ribbon first. For me to throw, he should be crossing it first. So, down, forward, knees pinch, heel towards you in a way that toes can be on the mat, one or both. Somebody else is crossing the finishing line. Go belly down. You can be using your other arm as a push. I'm clear with this.
You're trapping the arm with the chest up.
I'm trapping with two things. Chest is to clear the front of the arm, elbow to clear the back of the arm space. Back and forth. I don't have to worry about right and left. Back and forth is enough. Try to scoop underneath rather than using your arms. The more arm you use, they'll find the space to free their arm for the base again. Although if they base, they're already in motion and the back take will still go. Because you want in motion. They had it. Sweep is this. You're keeping your knees pinched. You're not going viper nahi banna. It's not a viper motion. You have to move. So you have your knees pinched. I'm looking this side. I want to end up this side. I'm sleeping side is this side. I want to sleep this side, but not with all the spot work. I actually want to replace myself from my body. I am here. Foot is stuck. These are your foot. Belly bottom. Side control. from the start of the class. Top person, arms on either side. Right, left. You were not doing what? Put the arms on that side. Because what is stopping me from getting down? So this side is pretty useless. What if both the arms on that side? This is tough because how do I get up? How do I go under it? But you can still make your exact thing work because he's doing it incorrect. Okay, turn over please. You guys might want to think. There is a way of placing the weight on the partner. It's not very simply said. You can push, kick, punch. Weight will not matter.
What if he's putting his weight down?
Wait. Let me complete it. Transit. One arm is here on my bicep type angle. The other one is on my forearm. Almost. Things are getting tough. I can still make it work. Both arms on my watch. This is how you fight the hard part. Now you cannot. So the way Manmeet was anchoring the weight, he had one arm here, elbow on my neck, and the other one was there. That's not matter. Because he's strong there because of that tripod base. Problem is, if somebody has their both arms or entire weight, जहाँ पे लोगों से नीचे सब कुछ, not even on the forearm. This is still a comparatively easier fight, but this is a dead thing for me. I don't need underhook. I have to give up on the underhook. I can't use this now. I can't use it. If I get up, I'm messing up myself because he's going to drop his pocket onto my face, So this is bad. Everything is leading to downfall. How do you fix it? You'll be able to relate. Kimura on this arm. अगर तूने ना देखा हो और बोले कि ये कैसे हुआ, क्योंकि हो चुका है, रिलेट हुआ, यहाँ से एक हाथ इसमें रखो और ये हाथ मुझे गिरोगी, relate हुआ, it's that. So your arm underhook is dead. Your arm underhook is dead. This is where you go for the butterfly. You push. That is how we do it. If somebody is committed that side, there is nothing that is preventing me from running this side. But I want to hold my ground. I want to have a wall. Otherwise, you'll fall over me. And butterfly becomes a shin forward wall.
So इसमें we won't use the bottom arm to lift, just the butterfly hook.
Bottom arm up, use karni se. See, there is a weight difference between both of us. Right? Even then I'm not able to use. If he happens to stay lower than that logo. अगर पूरी body इस पे क्या use करोगे? This is the source. If we were working with the thumb is strapped now. But till the time this is free, if somebody is here, तो एक हाथ में take it. You can still make it work. You can still make it work. I can do this. It's not helping me. But if he's there, or ये हाथ मान clear करो. Yes. How? Because the more I try to do this step over there, because there is no wall, you can make him move, but will this help you? I need to create a wall first. Not everything is helping you. You have to remember, you are helping sometimes your partner. many times. That's called unintentional head. So depend कर रहा है how your partner is anchoring the weight, at what point. If they are just here for the sake of it because they saw it on YouTube and this is how it works, it does not. You have to be very pinpointed, you have to be precise. The weight has to be here with both the arms, not even with one arm. Their one arm is here, the other one is there, does not matter. You still make your fundamentals work. You don't need to switch. Now there are certain situations wherein you have to switch because that is such a waste now. Previous thing is such a waste. This is where we accept the change. This is where we take the butterfly because things are done. Half guard is done. Now we are in the half butterfly, half guard. Again, we have covered this topic. Only thing is the relatability that was missing. Okay. Any doubts? Take a water break. We start from half guard with underhook. Let's go.